Coach, I got to tell you, you should be jealous back in that studio because we have a beautiful late summer afternoon for football here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. We wanted excitement. How's that for excitement on the very first play?
Yeah, they had it in their head they were going to test the secondary right off the bat, but they were up to the challenge, and he had a convoy in front of him. I thought he was going to bring it back all the way. Instead, they'll settle, and that's really a wrong word, isn't it? They'll settle for really good field position.
They come out here in the I. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Go now. 70, Indy. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 2. 53, Mike, 53. I got it. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Get that. Get it.
Here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a give, right side. Hilliard takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans' name next to the Browns' name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were division rivals in the old AFC Central. That was before the 2002 NFL realignment. So there is history, albeit way back in the rearview mirror. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And the pressure gets to him again. Mack Wilson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he'll find Hall. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 59 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Hey, Charlie. Free ball. Let's go.
Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They go with Chubb on second down. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to maneuver. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Alert, alert, alert.
4th down, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. Trying to get it to Landry there. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 13.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Ready. 53, check 53. I'm coming.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Three red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, as time expires in the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point up and good by Suckup. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll run with Henry. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, defense.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
180. Alert, 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 alert.
Play fake. Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. That's taken in by Callaway. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, it's Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Tannehill got him in. It's Brown. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
70, Indy. Switch up. Hey, Echo. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. 5.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They run again on first down, Chubb. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll let it go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
Ready?
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
15 line. 15 line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And caught by Henry. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Back to throw, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now it's Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Oh, some strong running. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On the ground, it's Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Landry, the intended target. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Tannehill going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Tennessee, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side, ready to try. Different vibe, is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hips, real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coupes. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like